You ready? Good evening. So I'm here today to give you a status update over some events that's happened in our community over the last 2 evenings. On Monday afternoon, we had a 11-year-old child, LaQuinton Morizette, that was shot and killed on Duval Street. And of course, last night, Miss Sierra Jackson, a 14-year-old female in our community, that was gunned down. I want to offer my condolences first and foremost to the family. We're sorry. We're sorry that you're having to experience this tragic loss, senseless loss. There are no words that adequately convey how I feel, how the men and the women of this department feels, how the community feels. And to that end, we are sorry. The second thing I want to address to you is a status update. On Monday night, 11-year-old LaQuinton Morizette was gunned down in his home for simply playing in his apartment, and he was gunned down. The Mobile Police Department's homicide unit worked collectively all night long and subsequently arrested Cameron Walker for murder and 3 counts of shooting into an unoccupied vehicle. Last night, Miss Jackson, a 14-year-old, simply driving around with her friends on Michael Donald Avenue, ran across some people that had guns that intentionally shot into her vehicle, taking her life, causing, in essence, her death. We are outraged. We're tired of it. Earlier today, during the perp walk, you heard from the Public Information Officer of the Mobile Police Department, Sergeant John Young. And I think you've seen just how enraged he was about the death of children in our community. They're not our children. They're not my children by blood, but they're our children in our community. We're appalled. Investigators worked all night long and subsequently arrested 2 individuals. One is a 16-year-old juvenile who will not be named in this press conference today. The other one is Lamanye Forrest, 19 years of age. Both arrested for 1 count of capital murder and 2 counts of shooting into an unoccupied vehicle. This cannot be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. This is our community. What I want the community to know, the Mobile Police Department is working hard every day to prevent these types of crimes. Oh, sure, we can count the homicides. There's no way that we can count how many homicides or shootings we have prevented. The Mobile Police Department is working hard. The prosecutor's office is working hard. The court system seems to be working very hard and diligently with all of us. Now I'm going to ask the community, are we tired of it? We need your help. We need your help. When you see something, say something. If you know friends and family that's on social media, you see them with their guns, say something. It could be the very tip that you provide that saves the next life. With that said, I'll take a few questions.
I have a question, Chief. So we know that at this time, kids have just gotten out of school, and it's like we've already hit 2 homicides involving our kids. So we don't want this to set the tone for the summertime. I want to know what is MPD trying to do, because these kids, they're out now and they're not doing anything.
Right, and that's a great question. And the truth is we need the community's help. We can't arrest our way out of crime. There's just absolutely no way. The statistics tells us that. The data tells us that. What we need is the community involvement. And community involvement here in the last few months have gotten better, but it can be better. And so to that greater question, we need community involvement more than we've ever needed it. Thank you.
Chief, there was indication that with respect to the shooting yesterday, there were, or rather suspects? Are you actively looking for a specific individual?
We are actively looking for additional suspects with any of these cases, certainly involving young Morzette. And we hope here in the next coming days that we'll be able to put additional people in jail and hold them accountable for his death.
And do you know anything about the circumstances of this current shooting, the most recent shooting? What it was there some sort of dispute that led to gunfire, or were they just firing randomly? I mean,
So Brandon, you've got to clarify which case are we referring to?
With the 14-year-old girl.
Ms. Jackson, Sierra Jackson.
Was the indication that she had some sort of altercation and they were seeking retaliation, or that they thought they were shooting at someone else, or were aiming at someone else in the car?
What I can tell you, it's a very fluid investigation. The investigators have worked on it all night and certainly all day today. What I can tell you as that information comes available, it'll be provided to you. What we do know about Miss Jackson's death is that she is a victim in all sense of the word.
What is, Sergeant Young spoke earlier about the subculture of gun violence among young black men. From where you sit, what is sweeping those young black men into these subcultures?
Well, you know, that's a great question. The truth of the matter is, in our community, I think it's safe to say that the black community is disproportionately affected by the crime in our community. We can all point fingers, we can all tell one another what the problem is, but we all know what the problem is. The solution is altogether something different, and we'll be working on that.
Thank you.
Thank you and have a good evening.